They have to know we're connected.
The Gargoyle King wants Jughead and me to be together.
Oh.
Ethelhead?
Griffin Queen. The king is dead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's Chip! Guys, go watch a little film called Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Ooh, who do we think is who? Archie feels like Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, and Veronica is Jessica. Come
And
on.
Jughead is the detective.
And Betty
Betty
is Dolores.
Dolores.
Right.
Yeah. Hiram is, of course, the...
Doom.
Yeah. We open with a cavity search. Archie getting processed at the juvenile detention facility.
The Leopold and Loeb Juvenile Detention Facility.
He's getting hosed down with like a fire hose, and then like flea powder.
I have no idea what it is, but it is very evocative, and you do get to see every single plane of his chiseled physique.
Exactly. But Archie does get to meet his new roomie,
Mad Dog. And let me tell you, he's hot as fuck too. And he has a fuck ton of shit. Like he's got
a TV,
porno mags,
a bed, a wall calendar with a pinup gal. And Archie walks in with nothing but his sneakers in a dream. And Mad Dog doesn't give him the
He doesn't
time of
give
day.
a fuck. And then he just looks at him and he goes, "Nice shoes. I would tie those tight if I were you."
Archie laces his little shoesicles up tight for his first walk around the prison yard. He sees a rabble of, serpents. And Archie walks over and he's like, "Hey guys, I'm one of y'all. I'd like protection, please." But then a sultry, sultry voice pierces through the yard. He's no serpent. That's Archie Andrews, goody two-shoes, boy next door, uppity, yuppie mess. The serpent that has identified Archie as a faker, it's Joaquin,
bitch.
Joaquin, bitch. Joaquin! He came back after fleeing from, being implicated in the cover-up of Jason Blossom's murder.
He got taken in because he was hanging around with Kevin, trying to help out at riot night.
He's in juvie, babe. And so he's like, "Yeah, Archie, you do have to prove yourself if you want our actual serpent protection in the clinker. Go shank that ghoulie."
And Archie goes, "Haha, I'm not doing that."
And Archie storms off.
And
he's
Archie's
like, "I don't need you anyway.
I don't need you guys." And then he gets whisked off to the warden's office, Warden Norton.
Warden Norton.
And Warden Norton is
Warden
like,
Norton.
"If you respect me, I respect you."
And maybe you can even use the Leopold and Loeb music room. So we leave Leopold and Loeb.
Yes.
I almost Leopold's load.
We leave Leopold's load.
Back at our first day of junior year at Riverdale High School.
Betty and Jughead are investigating the Ben and Dilton situation.
Betty is not telling Jughead at all about her seizure or the fact that she saw her mom and sister throw her niece and nephew into the fire.
And Polly and Alice are high-key gaslighting her and being like, "We had a hibachi with the farm."
And
right.
You must have just had a massive hallucination when you seized up. But also, the doctor said that your seizure was just from stress, so you're fine. Just calm down and don't think about the babies you saw.
And it's like, right.
It was the hibachi. Where are my pashminas? Where
Where
are my kimonos? Where is my hibachi?
Where are they? Where are they?
So,
Betty and Jughead dealing with the whole Ben Dilton situation. Dilton has perished.
Dilton died.
And Dilton,
it's really upsetting to me because I forgot that he full on died.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Ben's in a coma.
So Jughead leaves the blue and gold room to leave Betty percolating. But she doesn't have much time to herself to think through all of the crazy events of the day. A new voice enters Riverdale High School. She walks in and she's like, "Oh, Betty, are you feeling better this morning? I was at your house last night when your mom and sister invited the farm to hibachi. I saw you seize up. Are you good, sis? I'm Evelyn, by the way. Evelyn Ever Never?
As in
Edgar? Ever
Ever
Never?
Never?
She's the pop princess of the farm, bitch. Betty is like, oh my god, the mind games on the Stiva. Because the thought of a new kid at school having seen me seize up the night before at a supposed hibachi in my backyard while I saw babies floating, I'd also be freaked.
Betty and Jughead go to Ben's
Hospital room. And luckily, his mother is there, Mrs. Button.
Mhm.
You caught it. It's Benjamin Button. And
She's like, yeah, things started getting weird when he was hanging out with that Dilton kid and they were playing some game. I don't know. And then there was this girl that came in and she left this totem here
on the door.
and she had a bow in her hair.
And Betty and Jughead are like,
Hmm.
what the actual heckazoid does one ethylene mugs have to do with Benjamin Button's coma?
And Jughead asks just that.
He dangles the totem in front of her face and goes, is this the Gargoyle King?
And she's like, how do you know about that? Nobody's supposed to know about that.
So then Betty walks up and she goes, it's us or Sheriff Manetta, Ethel Muggs. So Ethel starts spilling lay beans, and she's like, actually, that totem is the opposite of the Gargoyled King. That is a protection amulet. I'm trying to protect Benjamin. He's my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. She's like, we used to play games in the bunker. Oh, I said too much.
No, the Griffins and Gargoyles bunker. A bunker out in the middle of the woods. Dilton Doily operated it, founded it, dug it up because he's a survivalist. And it used to be where Ethel, Dilton, and Ben would go play Griffins and Gargoyles all of this past summer.
And I will be calling it the Funker because A, I think it smells bad, and also everybody fucks in there, and I just know it.
And she's like, okay, Bettinter and Juggly, I'll give you a bunker tour later tonight. Meet me in the middle of Fox Forest. We cut over to the Leopold and Lold.
Woo. Woo. The Leopold and Loeb Juvenile Correction Facility. And Artiekins is playing music in the music room.
A ghoulie or two or 10 descend on the scene. We're the ghoulies that you sent to prison and called Sheriff Keller on during the drag race.
Catch my Riverdale Drift boys.
Exactamo. So you guessed it.
They personally victimize him.
And jump him and steal his nice shiny sneakers. This is exactly what Mad Dog foretold. Mad Dog is Nostradamus.
Yeah, Mad Dog is a prophet. Not a prophet. What is
Psychic.
a psychic. So he's sitting down being like, ooh, I'm sore. Ooh, I don't have my shoes. And Ronnie is visiting him for the first time like, hey, where are your shoes and why are you acting sore? And he's like, nothing. Tell me how the my presidency, my class presidency is.
You'll remember the most important plot point, the student council race.
So he's like, you're going to take over. But in reality, Cheryl's taking over the student body presidency for
college
kicks.
apps.
So then later she comes back with Reggie, with a new shiny pair of Riverdale blue and gold sneakers.
And Reggie's like, dude, wish you were with us out on the field right now, missing you in the locker room, missing you in the showers.
When Reggie says that we miss you on the field, Archie kind of goes like, huh, football.
Maybe that's the solution.
So he goes outside to the yard. I keep calling it a cafeteria. It's the yard.
It's
the prison yard.
Yeah.
But like he goes out there and he's like, guys, why are we all fighting?
He's got his sneakers on.
He's like, guys, why are we fighting? That's what the man wants us to do.
We need activities. We need extracurriculars. We need to act like normal teenage boys instead of like hardened criminals. Don't you miss the lives that you had on the outside where you were just a normal teenage boy?
Yes.
And a ghoulie pops up and he's like, actually, no, I didn't have that life. I dropped out of the 4th grade to run drugs to support my Nana.
And Archie goes, right, heard. that means you haven't experienced the epic
Highs and lows of high school football. I think this went mainstream.
It really did, because you will talk to people and they'll go, "Oh, the epic highs and lows of high school football." Yeah, bitch. This is where it was written.
Epic moves from Mad Dog. He actually rallies the troops a little bit, and he's like, "No, yeah, this is a chance to like not be seen
As animals.
as
in a
animals.
cage.
We're not gonna let society's like expectations live on us." Archie is like, "Okay, to sweeten the deal, to get really every ghoulie and serpent involved, we will not have teams made up by gangs. We're gonna randomly select everybody, and most valuable player wins these sneakers on my feet."
He starts the plan in motion to talk to Warden Norton and get it all figured out.
And so yeah, it's a sanctioned, approved event where Warden Norton is kind of like keeping his eye on this new inmate who, over the course of, you guessed it, 24 hours, has united the entire
Prison yard for football.
Yeah.
Right.
Cut back to Betty and Jughead the night of the Ethel Funker tour.
Yes.
They're meeting up on the edge of Fox Forest. This is kind of where it starts to peel out that, oh, maybe Betty seized up a little bit. And
Yes.
Jughead's like, "I'm dragging you around in the woods in the middle of the night and
to
getting you."
investigate like a murder-suicide situation, like,
If you had told me, I would have done this with a little more care. Like, I love you and I want you to be safe. And she's like, "This is the most normal thing in my life right now, investigating a murder with you. This is just like old good times, babe." Then they see a figure in the mist, the
And they're like,
nighttime moonlight mist. Ethel, is that Ethel? Why, Ethel, you've gotten so tall.
Why, Ethel, you're covered in gore.
It's a massive, well, I won't mince my words, Gargoyle King. Viscera dripping, actual antlers and like bones sticking out. 7 or 8 foot tall stick being with like wings of like limbs and branches.
And Betty goes, "You're seeing this too, right, Jughead?" And he's like, "Yes."
And she
She's
goes,
like,
"Run!"
And they run away.
Betty is like, this was either Ethel attacked by a Gargoyle King or Ethel setting us up to run into the Gargoyle King because
Mhm.
she knew that he would be there and we might get got. What if we look at the map of the RPG layout that Dilton left in your trailer, Juggy? Is there any other information there? Well, turns out there's another runic symbol
But the symbol could be a hatch for the Funker.
for the Funker.
Here's the Funker.
Welcome to the Funker, beat your booty bunker. It's pitch black in there. There's like bunk beds, bunk bed bunker,
Mhm.
and there's like a table and a kitchenette, and the table is covered in just role play game little figurines, maps.
And turns out Ben and Ethel weren't dating in real life. They were dating in the game.
Yeah.
Princess Etheline, of course.
Princess Etheline, what of course. So they're poking around. Betty goes underneath the bunk bed. Jump scare. A boy is in the bunker.
A
One of
boy.
Dilton's scouts who went missing days after Dilton was found dead has been hiding out in the bunker
Because Dilton said to wait there for him.
for further instructions. And this poor tween camo clad boy now is learning that his old troop leader, Dilton Doily, is dead.
And he's like, "Well, Dilton ascended, so everything's okay." And they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Betty and Juggy are like, this is team too much.
And they also find cyanide in the
And
fucking bunker.
Blue Kool-Aid.
And blue Kool-Aid, which is how these bitches died.
Yeah, yeah.
And we did forget to mention, we do meet Dr. Curdle's son, Dr. Curdle Jr. And he is the one that was like, "Hey guys, there was cyanide and blue Kool-Aid."
He
So when they find
corroborates
it, they're
all
like,
this.
"Whoa."
Yeah.
In order to set up the next scene, we kind of have to go back to Ronnie. And Ronnie, hearing that the sanctioned high school football epic highs and lows situation is going to happen in the prison yard, is like, I know what would make this better. A pep rally.
Yes.
I'm going to go talk to Sherelle.
Oh, Sherelle, I give you the class presidency, but I have a favor and a question, and it requires the Vixens. Prison side, pep rally.
And what else could they be dancing and singing to? Jailhouse Rock.
Oh boy, does it get all those pent up teenage boys revved. They're
banging on the thing. They're
chain
like,
link fence.
woo, girls. Girls.
But yeah, Josie, Ronnie, and Cheryl really slay the absolute day away. The only kind of thorn in Ronnie's side throughout this performance is, well, a black fancy schmancy car pulls up. What the heckazoid is Hiram Lodge doing at the Jailhouse Rock pep rally?
So Ronnie runs up
over
mid-performance, by the way.
and she's like, Daddykins, GTFO, you're peeing me oh. And Hiram is like, no, I'm besties with Warden Norton. And he actually told me about this little scrimmage and about your little shenanigans and said I should come watch, that I'm welcome to be here. You think you have the upper hand because you're doing a Jailhouse Rock cheer number outside of the prison where I put your boyfriend?
And he does a little.
He nods to Warden Norton. And then Warden Norton nods to miscellaneous guard number 7.
And miscellaneous guard number 7 goes, stop the riot!
Blows
Stop
his whistle,
the riot!
blows his whistle. Meanwhile, there's been a good-natured football game and cheer squad happening this entire time. Officers in full riot gear pop out, and not to bring
Beat
down
them.
the tone of the pod, it's actually a really upsetting scene.
And it's very relevant to how we are living in this day and age.
It's really a lot, because Archie has a really sad moment where he's like, wait, we weren't doing anything. Like, we were just playing the sanctioned football game. And
he
he's-
starts punching guards, which is not a good idea.
But he's fighting back
And
because
he
he's
gets
Archie.
beat.
He gets
like beat the fuck up with
really
like
bad.
batons. Like it's like we had this funny little Jailhouse Rock number, and then all of a sudden like police brutality is happening
Yeah.
like on the screen.
And also
and
Ronnie
it's
and
like
is
actually
still,
kind of sickening.
Yeah,
Like,
Ronnie's still seeing all of this. This is all just more of like Hiram nefarious punishing Ronnie through torturing Archie.
it's really rough.
Yeah,
like
and
genuinely.
Everybody gets involved in the fight. It's ghoulies, serpents are all getting pummeled. The only person missing who wasn't at the quote-unquote riot or the football game to begin with at all
Was Mad
Dog. And Archie is coming back from the riot, coming back from the prison hospital, like the
Mhm.
nurse or whatever. His cell is empty. All of Mad Dog's pornos, TVs, pull-up bars, it's a bare cell again. And Archie asks the guard what happened, where the heck is Mad Dog? The guard says he died in the riot.
But he wasn't at the riot, so what the fuck's up?
So what the fudge is going on at Leopold and Lowell prison?
And then Warden Norton comes in and goes, "You're being tapped, Archie. I like the cut of your moxie. I like
how you were punching those guards. You got strength. I like how you had the charisma to win over the entire prison yard. You're a star, Archie. I'm tapping you. You're my new Mad Dog."
Huh?
Back over to Riverdale High School, where Betty and Jughead are re-confronting Ethel Muggs.
And Ethel's like, "No, you don't understand. Dilton was trying to warn you. That's what happened. The Gargoyle King got him. He was trying to warn you,
mhm.
and I'm trying to
warn you.
Seizure. Hereditary style seizure. Hand up in a parallel to the last picture that we just saw.
We pan to the back of the student lounge.
Evelyn
Evelyn.
is staring daggers at her. What?
What? Did Evelyn make Ethel have a seizure because Ethel was about to blab about a Gargoyle King attack? And is that what
Huh.
happened during the hibachi night?
Because we know she was there. We cut back over to Archie beat up after the whole riot situation. After being tapped, Veronica has been banned from seeing him.
Yes, after the little stunt with the Jailhouse Rock pep rally, Hiram is like, by the way, Miha, I talked to Warden Norton, and you are no longer allowed to visit your boy toy in the facility. So Ronnie's all twisted up over this, but she has a little chit chat.
With Sherelle.
And Sherelle is like, so Veronica Lodge can't visit the prison, but that just means you can't go as Veronica Lodge.
Also, there's this thing called the Innocence Project.
Oh,
That Cheryl literally is like, also there's this thing called the Innocence Project. If you really want to help your boy toy. I looked into it when I was accused of murdering Jason. But basically, like, they help people who've been wrongfully accused.
so Ronnie gets a little, not quite blackmail, but a little emotional toying with Mayor, her mother, Hermione, and is like, sponsor the Riverdale chapter of the Innocence Project, please and thank you. Let me go get a little disguisey wisey. And we're introduced to none other than Monica
Monica
Posh, the blonde bombshell representative from the Innocence Project that just got assigned to Archie's case. How convenient, she gets to visit him every week. Ronnie Lodge will always be famous.
And Monica Posh.
And Monica Posh at that.
So let's just get this one over with. Go to the next slide. There's been a fucking thing in this episode that has not been that important,
C plot of,
but it's important to us.
Kevin has been trying to be out and open with his boyfriend Moose. He's been trying to be public and be happy and gay, but Moose is still a little antsy about public affection.
And to make matters worse, his homophobic father is now working at the school as the
RROTC. For those of you maybe our international watchers, some most American public high schools have a like military club
where they just like dress up in uniforms and like
it's like a like
walk around with the flag. I don't know.
Pre-military, like,
yeah, it's a bit dark.
they do like drill stuff. So Kevin is like, fudge it. I'm also joining the ROTC to be with my boyfriend.
So here
we
he
get
is.
this excellent photo. We cut from all of the crazy happenings of the prison, all of the crazy happenings of the Griffins and Gargoyles and the farm and the floating babies, and we cut over to an Avengers Assemble meeting of every single parent in the town of Riverdale.
Literally all of them, like even the ones that fucking hate each other. Like Alice is there, Penelope's there, Fred's there, Sierra's there, Tom's
Alice is
there.
FP Fred.
Literally all of them.
Everybody is there, and Hermione has called this summit. It's back in Riverdale. The thing that plagued us during our time at Riverdale High, they had chalices in front of them when they were found. And all of the parents straighten up and get really
they're like,
freaked out.
But we promised never to say what happened that night.
We cut back over to Riverdale General Hospital. Ethel is still out of it from her seizure. But Betty and Juggy are like, well, we're here already. Let's go check in with Ben. And Ben is sitting in the windowsill, awake, out of his coma. And Betty and Jug are like,
Whoa! What about Princess Etheline?
What's going on, Ben? Like,
come here. It's okay.
We are here. Like, we know it's scary. And Ben goes, I was never scared to ascend.
You'll fly too. Jumps out the fucking window, dies. Whoa!
Trauma. Betty and Jughead clutch each other in the shared trauma that Ben just committed suicide in front of them in the name of Griffins and Gargoyles. Whoa. It's so actually insane.
It's so good.
Our Archie is at the juvenile correctional facility, and that's pretty much the entire episode, with the absolute banger high school football's epic highs and lows. We also get the introduction of the Funker and the Gargoyle King with Ethel Muggs, the previously mentioned Seasings. Joaquin is back. Our last ever still of Ben. So upsetting. We gave this to Hermione, but she summoned all of the parents for some cross-generational
G&G situation.
G&G situation, which is actually where we're starting to pick up maybe some of the timeline's depth.
I'm on my period, guys. And I'm going to talk about it on the podcast because guess what? It's normal, okay? I get my period.